Hi, I am Gokul Das, and in this video I will be showing you cross-platform development for mobile devices and tablets using C#. I am software consultant based in UK and I am working with Microsoft technologies for last 15 to 20 years. Smartphone and tablets are becoming so popular and hence mobile apps. With so many devices out in the market, the question comes to my mind as a developer is whether I should write mobile apps separately for each platform such as Android, iPhone and Windows Phone, or can I write it in a single programming language to maximize my resources and reuse my existing skills. If we look at the enterprise level application, then there are separate design challenges. We want our application to work across wide spectrum of clients such as desktop, web and mobile. So what really our product and project managers want from us? What they would like is to have best design strategy to handle this scenario and efficient use of our resources. Obviously, they would like to deliver high quality product at optimum cost. Now, the key design strategy is to have a common backend to handle business and data layer, and then to have a separate code basis to target different types of clients. But keeping separate code bases for each types of devices is not really a good idea, because we need to have a team of developers with different skill sets, and also this increases burden on maintaining these code bases. This adds to a lot of duplication of efforts and time, and obviously will result in high cost for the project. Last couple of years, there is significant growth in the development of cross-platform tools to address this issue. Some of the key players in this market are PhoneGap, Snapchat, Xamarin and Accelerator. I am not going into details of all these tools, but my focus is to use Xamarin. So as part of identification of the tools for the application which I am going to build and demonstrate to you today is the front-end tool and back-end tool. For front-end, I have decided to use Xamarin, which is a cross-platform mobile application development framework where we can write our application in C#. And for the back-end, I am using Service Stack, which is open source framework for building RestFul Web Services, and entity framework for my backend data layer. So why Xamarin? First and foremost, I can program in C#. We can program for different operating systems such as Android, iPhone and Windows Phone. Xamarin provides full native API in C# for Android, iPhone and Windows Phone. We can use Xamarin Forms if suitable to target all platforms with minor tweaks to address platform specific UI needs. But this may not be suitable for all types of applications, so you need to choose based on what your application needs are. With Xamarin, we have two matured IDE available for our development. One is Visual Studio and another is Xamarin Studio. Also, during the development life cycle, if we have any issues, there is a very large community to support our queries. The starter edition of Xamarin is free But if we are thinking of serious development, then we need to buy a developer license, which is available from $25 per month per device and per platform. Finally, using Xamarin, we can design, build, test and deploy our application for all the mobile platforms. So why Service Stack? Service Stack is a very powerful open source framework to build RESTful web services. What I like about Service Stack is its simplicity. Service Stack design is heavily influenced by Martin Fowler's data transfer object pattern. The general idea is we can expose our API using request DTO and response DTO. So we can embed the parameters or the necessary information to be passed as part of our request inside a request DTO, and we can get a response in the form of response DTO. This simplifies the process of passing a long list of parameters, and we get a response also in the form of response DTO. Also, the framework takes care of serializing and deserializing both the request and response DTO. One of the great features of testing the Service Stack web service is we can test it using popular REST client such as Postman. I will be covering this topic in detail when we go into implementation, but we can test all our APIs using Postman, so we don't need to write a single line of client-side code to test our web service. So once I build my backend layer, then it can be reused across multiple client platforms such as mobile, ASP.NET Web Application, or WinForm application. With this introduction, I would like to now go to the next module where I will explain the application which we will build and the use case for our application. The further modules will cover the design and detailed implementation of both backend and client layer. Thank you.